I was born on Broad Street, actually in a hospital on Broad Street, Philadelphia. At the time, my dad ran Bond Bread, remember Bondi, the bread company? And just as an interesting side note, in 1946, I think it was, the first big supermarket was about 25,000 square feet. It was opened by the Friedland brothers on 69th Street at the top of the hill, and it was first. And they came to my dad and they said, "We'd like to buy wholesale bread because we see that as a way to bring people into our new big store." And my dad said, "Fine, we'll dedicate a truck and so forth, and it's 10 cents a loaf, not a problem. That's our wholesale price." And the Friedland brothers said, no, you don't get it. You don't seem to understand. We're talking a big store. We're talking about a lot of bread, and we would be happy to pay a nickel." And my dad said, "Sorry, that's a little under variable cost." And they said, "Take me to your leader." So he escorted them to the corporate headquarters in New York, and those guys sat around. They listened to the Friedland brothers, and they said, "What are you, nuts? Haven't you figured out that there's a little tiny A&P store and little supermarkets all over the world? And you think we're going to cater to you with a big supermarket? I don't think so. You're out of here." And what happened was they built a semi-automated bread plant. And of course the industry followed, and that effectively put the big bread companies, not totally, but effectively put them out of business over the ensuing decades. Anyway, I grew up in Philadelphia, the western part of Philadelphia. Went to school at Haverford High School, and then my dad was transferred to the southeast region, and we ended up moving to Maryland, to College Park in Maryland, then up to Baltimore, where I went to the Baltimore Polytechnic Institute, where I studied steam engines and other current technology. And then from there, I went to Lehigh University and studied engineering. Right after Sputnik, I was wooed to well, right after college, I married my sweetheart, my high school sweetheart, and we've been married now for 52 years with 3 kids and 9 grandchildren. Anyway, we moved from there to let me see, where was I? We got married and we moved to Cleveland, Ohio, where I joined TRW. And got involved in the design, manufacture, and building of weapons of mass destruction like Polaris, Minutemen, rocket nozzles, and missiles, and so forth. Left there in 1967, as I said earlier, to join McKinsey, and we moved to Connecticut, where I did the rest of my career. Well, I didn't end up there. I ended up, my final job was with Unisys Corporation, running the worldwide systems integration and outsourcing business, and I retired from there 12 years ago.